Welcome to this installment of the Straight Edge Game Room. Today we're going to be reviewing a Japanese game, Love Monkey approved. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of this game. Oh no, Mr. Monkey. Sorry. Let's get into it. Thanks for joining me on this brightly colored, sparkly, glittery mess of a game that looks like it was designed by Rainbow Bright. Back in the 80s, a 7-year-old girl's bedroom would have looked something like this, and you would hope that your G.I. Joes or your Voltrons weren't lost somewhere in that cootie shed. You better not have my Thundercats in there with My Little Pony or I'm gonna wreck the place. And that's just one example of what household civil wars were like back in the 80s. While the Lisa Frank art style was popular among little girls here in the 80s and in the 90s, in Japan they took it up tenfold with Sailor Moon. And of course, with anything that's popular, you're gonna get video game adaptations. If you can get past the goofy carnival music and graphics that look like they were barfed up by both Lisa Frank and Rainbow Bright, there is a fundamentally well thought out puzzle game to be had here. But to be honest, I probably only like this game because I'm not losing 100% of the time. You have your choice of 10 characters from the Sailor Moon S series. Each of them has their own special attack when you select the magic wand during gameplay. More on that later. The object of the game is to collect 3 artifacts. They don't appear right away, so you gotta clear out as many hearts as you can, and the way to do that is if consecutive colors are touching like before. So clear out as many as you can, be careful what you click on. There are also items along the way, and the magic wand. Now when you click on the magic wand, it does a special attack corresponding with your character. The special attacks can help you out either on your side, or they can hinder your opponent on their side. Once you see how they work in correspondence with your own character, it's up to you to strategize when and how to use them. And this idiot decided to use his to block my view. Get out of the way, loser! There are certain items along the way that you can click on that will help you, but I won't go through everything that they do because we'll be here all day if I talk about that. I'll briefly disclose on what some of these things do, like these Cupid's arrows. What they do is they clear out a stack depending on which way they're pointing. If they're pointing to the right or to the left, they can clear out a stack on your opponent's side as well, so use them wisely. There's this thing, I'm not sure what it is, if it's a jewel box or something, but you click on it, and then you highlight a color of a certain heart, and it'll eliminate every heart of that color on the board. I forgot to mention, when new stacks of hearts drop down, initially they're gray, so you gotta hover over them to flip them over to see whether they're an item or they're a certain color of heart, so you can start clearing them out and use items as you wish. There's also these gems that you click on to activate, and then you select a heart of a certain color, and it'll do something different according to each color. If you need to brush up on what each gem activated color does, you can pause the game and this little guide will appear. Whip out that Google Translate and there you go. Once an artifact appears, I really don't know what they're called, so I'm going to call them artifacts. As soon as it appears, you want to work it all the way down to the bottom. But be careful with these roly-poly or whatever they are. They turn into some kind of a haunted zombie face. You don't want your artifact to fall on one of those, because what happens is it'll make your artifact disappear, and then you gotta work your way to make that artifact reappear and work it down. There's also a 2-player mode, but I didn't have anybody to play with, but I'd imagine it'd be a highly competitive endeavor. If you get tired of getting multiple game overs mid-game, you can pick up where you left off using this password system. This game is a great improvement over the last puzzle game, and I actually have a fighting chance. Take that, you pink-haired swine! You miserable product of rainbow dust and unicorn flatulence! I hate you! I don't like you neither, Sailor Neptune! Go back to your Vanessa Mae fan club! Once you whooped everybody on the roster, you come to this special screen where Sailor Moon shows you a button combination to press at the title screen, and Sailor Moon gets some new duds. The only benefit in this, aside from Sailor Moon's new outfit, is the slightly more powerful attack. Well, that was pretty underwhelming. Overall, this game is actually pretty good and I did have a decent time playing it. Despite this game looking like your kid sister's bedroom decor, it's actually not bad. Definitely give this game a go. Well, that about does it for this episode of the Straight Edge Game Room. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, reference my video catalog for past episodes, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.